Brooklyn Beckham okay? Brooklyn Beckham, son of Spice Girls pop star Victoria and soccer legend David Beckham, is getting a ton of attention lately, and we are here with the tea. It seems that Brooklyn has hit his breaking point with all of the recent scandals, as he has been engaging and speaking out against the negative press that he has been receiving online. On Monday, September 5th, Brooklyn was seen leaving a Los Angeles restaurant by himself, and it has had the internet in a frenzy, wondering what happened to his wife, Nicola Peltz. Apparently, he was sitting outside the West Hollywood restaurant waiting for his car when photos were snapped of him. The photos had people wondering, why is he leaving without Nicola? Trouble in paradise? Why didn't she leave with him? Well, Nicola took to Instagram to say this in response to the gossip. Quote, "When you exit out the alley to avoid the paps and do it well enough that they think Brooklyn left alone." And we see a picture of her in the alley of the restaurant wearing the same outfit that she was seen wearing when she went in. Brooklyn commented on this and said, quote, "Don't believe everything you read." These comments are probably driven by the drama that has been circulating online recently in regards to the couple's wedding. Allegedly, it was said that Victoria Beckham, Brooklyn's mom, and Nicola had some beef over Nicola's wedding dress. The rumors were stating that Nicola didn't want to wear a Victoria Beckham gown, and Victoria was not happy about it. On August 4th, Page 6 allegedly claimed that the pair, quote, "can't stand each other and don't talk." It was also said that allegedly Mark Anthony, a close friend of Victoria's, gave a speech at the wedding and made it about Victoria, and that made Nicola quite upset. The source said, quote, "It was totally just an ode to Victoria and how awesome she is. Nicola loves to be the center of attention, especially on her wedding day. So this really pissed her off. She stormed off in the middle of her wedding reception with her sister, Brittany, and her mom, and was crying her eyes out." Another source spoke out and said that those claims aren't entirely true and that this is what happened. Quote, "Nicola left the room because she and Brooklyn thought Mark was introducing them for a special dance to a love song the couple had chosen. But without any warning and at the request of Victoria, Mark switched it to a mother-son dance using the same song. Most of the guests could tell something off had happened. It was uncomfortable for the couple, who were thinking it was to be a special moment for them." Allegedly, Brooklyn felt really bad because his mom didn't really care. The source went on to say that Victoria thinks that Nikki's a quote, "spoiled brat." Brooklyn and Nicola have had enough of the rumors though, and they have expanded on them in an interview with Variety and explained what went down at the wedding. Nicola said in regards to why she didn't wear a Victoria Beckham wedding dress, quote, "I was going to, and I really wanted to, and then a few months down the line she realized that her atelier couldn't do it. So then I had to pick another dress. She didn't say, 'You can't wear it.' I didn't say I didn't want to wear it. That's where it started, and then they ran with that." Ooh, well, it certainly does feel like the press has been doing some twisting and maneuvering with this story, and I can only imagine that all of this has been making Brooklyn walk the thin line of a breakdown. Fans were also being hard on him recently for a viral video post by TikTok star Daniel Mack, where he approached Brooklyn in his McLaren and asked him what he does for a living, to which Brooklyn responded that he was a chef. So my bro's a chef, and I think the chefs of the world would collectively agree that a chef's salary doesn't pay for that kind of car, sadly. Unless you're Gordon Ramsay or you own the restaurant, then sure. So as you can imagine, the public had something to say about this. Some were annoyed, and some thought that he could have just been playing and perhaps he didn't want to reveal his real identity. In any case, as you can see, Brooklyn has been under a lot of heat recently, and we hope that the heat begins to die down for him soon.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez have finally tied the knot after being separated for a very long time. They first became romantically involved in the early 2000s when they started a movie together and had plans to get married. Unfortunately, it never happened, apparently due to details having been released to the public about the wedding. Shortly after that, they announced that the two were breaking up, saying that they were still on good terms with each other, but like with many celebrity relationships, the outside pressure had just become too much. In early 2021, the two were spotted hanging out together again after having been through various other relationships. And in July, Lopez confirmed that she and Affleck were officially back together. Less than a year later, they would announce their engagement, and shortly after, they would get married. Nothing able to stop them this time from going through with the wedding. The past week has been incredibly busy for them as they celebrate their marriage, and it appears to be taking a toll on groom Ben Affleck. So let's take a look. On Sunday, photographs were released of Ben Affleck in the back of a private car being driven to the airport. They were paired with a police escort, and the entire entryway of the airport was blocked off, so no fans or photographers would be able to bother them on their way in. Jennifer Lopez was reportedly in the car with him, though you're not able to see her in any of the photos that have been released. In the pictures, it's clear to see that Affleck isn't looking all that great. His skin appears red and sweaty, and he's slightly leaned over to the side, appearing to barely be able to keep his eyes open. You're unable to really tell if he's even asleep or awake, so what's got him looking so beat down? Obviously, it seems like the wedding and the following celebrations have been a pretty exciting and physically taxing event. So let's take a look through the wedding and how they spent their time afterwards, and try and figure out what's got Affleck looking like he just ran a marathon. They had their official wedding last month in Las Vegas in a small and intimate ceremony, just this weekend having a large celebration with more family and friends in Georgia. Guests were seen on Affleck's 84-acre property in Georgia with chairs, pianos, and a dock set up for a fireworks display. An insider said that this celebration was basically going to be like a big party with tons of events and activities prepared for all the guests in attendance. While we know that at least one of the nights wrapped up with a fireworks show, there aren't many other details about what happened at the celebration. We can assume that there was likely a lot of drinking and partying based on what they had set up, the couple ready to commemorate finally going through with their marriage, both sharing sweet messages about how much they love each other and how happy they are to finally be back together again. So what has Ben Affleck looking so beat up on the way to the airport isn't certain, but it's likely a result of partying just a little too hard this weekend, and hopefully he's feeling alright and taking some time to recover. Many people on social media noted in response to the photos that they think this was definitely the image of a man who had way too much to drink, commenting things like, "Looks hammered drunk." Nap, is that the new word in Georgia for drunk? And yeah, I get that look too from time to time. It's called last sip of Jack Daniels for the night. While some made these comments as just lighthearted jokes, others were seriously concerned, as it's known that Ben Affleck has been in and out of rehab over the years due to his unhealthy relationship with alcohol. Many are hoping that him being drunk is not the case and he was just tired after a long weekend. What do you think? Ex-Vine star and now YouTuber and musician Gabby Hanna has had her fair share of controversies and breakdowns in the past. Well, it seems that yesterday she had a very large public breakdown where she posted over 100 TikToks over the course of 24 hours. In the emotionally charged videos where she was often yelling, she talked about various different topics surrounding politics, race, religion, and philosophy. She even seemed to claim that she was the second coming of Christ and said that she had recently died and gone to heaven. Viewers of the videos were rightfully concerned as they believed they were witnessing a manic breakdown in real time. People who claim to be mental health professionals said their clients often acted like this before being admitted. Others seemed to just make jokes about the situation and said they saw this coming, even calling her Kanye 2.0. The TikTok stopped after an apparent wellness check from a neighbor, and we haven't heard anything else since.
KJ Apa recently joined TikTok, but it seems his username, new look, and overall actions appear to be concerning some fans. Others are living for the guy's new style, and if you ask me personally, I think he's just enjoying some much needed time off. Either way, since posting his first few TikToks and a couple Instagram posts regarding his account, the internet started talking, and a lot of them are asking either what happened to KJ or if he's okay. What's going on, guys? Welcome to InformOverload. I'm your host today, Jared Bronstein, and we're talking about the one and only Archie. Now, you'd think if there was a problem, he'd be the first to solve the mystery, but instead it seems the internet is handling this one. Like I said, the man started a TikTok account and people started freaking out. I'm gonna give you guys the facts and ultimately let you decide if we should be concerned at all. Just a few days ago, KJ joined TikTok under the username Fifi's Queen. Not sure what it means or why he wouldn't make his handle KJ Apa or KJ Apa Official, but he didn't. Oh wait, I know why, because it wasn't available, because the man is a little late to the TikTok game. That's alright though, he's rolling with his whole Fifi thing, because even his bio reads there is only one queen and her name is Fifi. At the time of this recording, he's posted 4 videos, with his 3 most recent all reaching 1.3 million views, and his very first video currently sitting at just under a million at the time of this recording. If you go to any of the 4 videos he's posted, it seems like AJ is letting loose and having a good old time all by himself. Most of the videos are him dancing, while there was another of him lip syncing and making some silly faces. His first post was captioned, "My very first one, please don't judge," followed by "Can't stop, will not stop." Aside from his unusual behavior, if you'd even call it that, KJ is also rocking a much different look. He grew out his beard and is letting his natural flow just grow out. Now I'm not going to stand here and say I inspired him to change his clean-cut ways of looking like Archie, but I mean, you guys always comment on my hair and my beard. Maybe he saw some comments. I don't know. Now guys, realistically, filming for Riverdale stopped in March due to the pandemic, and it seems KJ has taken his much needed time off to just enjoy being himself. It's been confirmed that the cast and crew won't be finishing the current season, which will air 19 episodes instead of the expected 22. Season 5 isn't going to be picking back up until January 2021, which means KJ now has some time on his hands he wasn't expecting to have before. And it's not like he's only posting these TikTok videos leaving people concerned. KJ has still been very active on his social media, most recently posting a photo of himself 12 hours ago at the time of this recording, with the caption, "I heard they're shutting down TikTok." To say he looks disgruntled would be an understatement. The man is cheesed. But for the time being, it seems TikTok is still thriving, so maybe now is your chance to head on over to @Fifi'sQueen and give the guy a like or a comment. So to wrap this one up, I think KJ is truly enjoying his time off and is letting his more fun, creative, and wild side out on TikTok. It's important to remember, guys, your perception of someone isn't necessarily who they are. Regarding KJ Appa, just because a lot of people have turned him into a sex symbol that is this tough, serious guy, doesn't mean he sees himself that way at all. And I think his TikToks prove he's not letting the fame get to his head, and he's staying in touch with himself.